And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Abingdon-Avon High School as it's time for semifinal number 1 of the IHSA Class 1A sectionals here from Abingdon-Avon High School. It will be the Chargers of Peoria Christian, the number 1 seed in their sectional complex, against the Lewistown Indians, who come in as a number 5 seed. And they picked up a win over Illini Bluffs to get to this championship or this semifinal game. Peoria Christian beat Abingdon-Avon, of all people, 52-40. Lewistown beat Illini Bluffs, and you and I saw Illini Bluffs at the Spartan Tip-Off Classic alongside me tonight, Kelly Sears, and they were young, super young, and we said that at the end of the year they're not going to be freshmen anymore, and they gave Peoria Christian a run down at Lewistown a run at the regional championship.
I was watching their scores throughout the year, and just like we said, they were going to get better, and they beat some teams down the stretch that were very good basketball teams.
Yeah, they were very young, and I would almost bet that next year, if we're doing a sectional again, they'll be in it. Oh,
without a doubt. You know, they were sophomore heavy.
The Peoria Christian Chargers are here tonight, and they were, much like you're going to hear from Southeastern tomorrow night, they had one of their big guys, Wes Hunt, I believe it was, the senior. He was hurt much of the season, so he came back, and he's kind of given them a lift. We'll wait and I'll let you know for sure as the game goes along. But we talked about through the year, Southeastern a couple times, they were missing Stevens. When you're missing your go-to guy and you can still win basketball games, that makes you better down the stretch, doesn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And you know, the thing about it is that with high school sports, you know, you got to tell your athletes, anytime you're going to be the next starter. And especially in this day and age, with all the COVID restrictions that they had early in the year, and with COVID going on and kids getting COVID and getting quarantined, you never knew who your starting 5 was going to be from one day to the next.
Well, obviously at this point in the season, you know who you want your starting 5 to be. You're a coach. You've been down this road before where you lose players. How tough is this COVID deal? I mean, yeah, we don't have masks in Illinois anymore and whatever, but how tough is a coach? I mean, yeah, you lose people to injury or maybe they're sick for a day, but these kids are sick for 5 or 10 days at a time. And they just, one day they're healthy and the next day they're not even sick, but they're gone. What's that like as a coach?
Well, the big thing is as a coach, what you have to do is in today's society with all the phones and everything going on, you got to stay in contact with your kids and making sure that they're doing the things to stay in shape. Because I will tell you that you take 10 days off, you come back, you're not going to be the same as you were when you left. So, you know, that's the big thing. And like you said, all kids didn't have COVID. Some were just quarantined. I mean, you know, and they never got COVID. So those kids, you know, as a coach, it is really tough. And, you know, depending on what sport you're playing and so forth. But with basketball, you know, I'd be telling my guys, hey, you gotta hoop in your yard. You gotta hoop at your driveway. I'm driving by your house, and I'm gonna be driving by at 5 o'clock. You better be out there shooting free throws, or you better be out there shooting.
You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, or watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. This pregame show brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Of course, these are not Spartans. These are Indians. We've talked a little bit about Peoria Christian here, 4:53 to go before we get to the starting lineups and the national anthem. Lewistown is a team very familiar to this area. Abingdon-Avon's familiar with them. BPC that we cover on a regular basis. West Prairie, familiar with them. And this is a team that always is fundamentally sound.
Yes, and, you know, for years, and I've watched Lewistown basketball for a number of years, all the way back to the Mel Casper days and stuff. And I will tell you, it doesn't make a difference who's there, who's coaching. These kids come in and they're very sound. And, you know, for a small school, Lewiston always has good football, good basketball, and good baseball.
Fundamentals, isn't it?
Yes.
They preach fundamentals there, much like Carthage has done in years and still does to a large part. This broadcast brought to you. I want to thank some special sponsors who have come on board for this sectional tournament. You've trusted them since 1940. Oberland Electric has been your electrical contractor for your business and reminding you they will take care of your residents, including solar panels. Harness the power of the sun and never pay power bills again. New solar installs typically pay for themselves in a few years. Call Oberlander anytime, 24/7, 365. And they will send out one of their highly trained electrical professionals. Call 309-694-1468 or visit oberlanderelectric.com. So we got a bunch of new sponsors. Some more will come on for Southeastern tomorrow night. If you're from Southeastern and you've tuned in just to see who they might play on Friday, if they're lucky enough to win, the watering hole in the Augusta downtown area is proud of the Suns and wish them all the best. They'll be playing our broadcast tomorrow night at the Watering Hole. So if you don't want to sit at home by yourself and you want to go join some friends, go join them at the Watering Hole. They're open Monday through Friday, 2 to 1 a.m. and happy hour 4 to 6. So I think this is what postseason basketball is all about. We're happy to be here. We had to have those sponsors, Kelly, to get this broadcast going. Two teams, I think, here, and when you get to this level, you're a lot of times see teams you don't normally see or haven't seen before. That's the case here. So there's a little bit of a feeling out portion of this game in the first quarter or so.
Oh, without a doubt. But, and, you know, we're going back 20 years to today where most coaches today get everything off a huddle. I mean, you call somebody up, boom, they're right on their huddle account. They send it right to you. You got that game. Whereas, you know, 20 years ago, you got a DVD or you got a VHS tape, you broke the game down, or you went and scouted in person. Now, there's still a lot of guys that go scout in person, but a lot of these younger coaches that I know, even when I quit the last few years, they were just doing everything off a huddle. So,
or you watch TSSR Game Time Live because
yes.
Lewiston played BPC and West Prairie at home this year.
Yes, and so that's out there. So there's so much information about every team out there that all you got to do is just get online. I mean, it's right out there.
These sectional broadcasts are presented by Ron Elby Auto Sales in Augusta and Macomb. They have everything you need. If you want something, go find the fine folks at Ron Elby Auto Sales. Car, truck, van, Jeep, whatever you want, they'll hook you up. We're getting ready for the national anthem here, so we'll let you folks at home hear that, and then we'll be back after that with the starting lineups. So now they will do the starting lineups for both teams. So we'll let you hear that from the PA announcer as well. So there is the starting lineups for tonight's contest, thanks to the great job of PA announcer for Abingdon-Avon High School. Kelly, we mentioned Wes Hunt. He is back. He is a senior. As we get ready to jump here, a little bit of a height differential. Jumping is Blaine Clary for the Indians, and Hunt stands, about 6 inches taller than him as we get ready to go here?
I would say so.
Here we go. The tip is won by Hunt. It's going to be picked up by Gavin Johnson, and he'll walk it across the floor for the first time for the Chargers of Peoria Christian High School. Nzwami to Johnson. Now 3 on the way. On the far side's off, no good. It's rebound out to Hunt for 3. It's off, no good. Rebound down there by the Indians. It was rebounded by John Ross Hess. Now it's going to be Cole Beekman with the basketball. He went far side to Churchill. Beekman out to Hess, back to Beekman, and Beekman again as a 3-2, it looks like, or a, what do you think? Is that a 2-3 or a 3-2?
Kind of a 2-3 or a 1-1-3.
And Nzwami is going to save it. He does a great job of saving it, and a great pass. What a throw, behind the back pass to Gavin Johnson, and the first 2 points of the game
1-3-1.
Go to the Chargers. So the Indians have the basketball. Beekman has it.
It's just a 2-3.
That's a 3 on the way, off no good. Rebound tipped around. Clary's going to come down with it. He comes near side to Beekman. On the drive, he might have heard a travel, and then a behind the back pass was stolen away. It goes back the other way for Johnson for the Chargers as they set the offense up. He's got the only 2 points of the game. And a missed shot there, as now it's the Indians with the basketball, and Churchill's going to set things up. He goes right side to Beekman. Beekman looks down low against this 1-3-1. Up top, that's Hess again, down low now. Out top to Hess, skips it near side to Churchill. Churchill going to go to Hess. Hess for 3, right wing. It's good. So the Chargers trailing for the first time, 3-2 here early in the first quarter, 5:30 as you can see on the clock remaining. Johnson's going to go far side. That's Persinger. Now the Hunt with the jumper, and his shot is good. And it's a 4-3 game now, 5:15 remaining. Churchill on the dribble, comes back to Beekman. Getting close to that 10-second mark. They finally do get it across to Churchill. He's going to drive, dumps it out, corner to Hess for 3. He nails it again. 2 buckets apiece, but the problem is they're both 3s for the Indians, and now it's going to be saved in. Johnson looks down low to, now it's kicked out to Johnson. As Hunt looked down low, excuse me. The rebound was by Tanner Johnson. Hunt with another bucket. Works better if I look at the right sheet. Tanner Johnson's 20 on the other team, on Lewiston. 20 is Keaton Izawami. If I'm saying that wrong, folks, our live chat is open. Feel free to say something. There's Hess again. His shot's off, no good. Rebound to Izawami. And it will be going back the other direction. Far side, shot on the way, off, no good. It's through the backboard. That was Gavin Johnson checking in for the Indians. Number 2 is Trevor Goforth. The ball was out of bounds, and we've seen a couple times this year, if the ball bounces on top and comes back in without hitting anything, it's still good. But when it goes over, it's out.
We have discussed that, haven't we?
Yes, we have. A time or 3 this year, unfortunately. Seems like it's happened a lot this year. So we've got Beekman still with the basketball. He's going to go far side. That's Hess. Now back to Beekman up top. We're knotted at 6 apiece, under 4 minutes to go, halfway through quarter number 1. Clary with it at the free throw line. Gets it to Beekman. He's going to drive. Nice dump down to Clary. Goes right to Hunt, trying to draw the foul. Now he goes back underneath and gets the bucket to fall. He went right at Hess, Kelly.
Yes, he did.
Hunt. Clary went right at Hunt. Now the shot was off, no good. Saved into Nzuami. Driving in a travel. Going to be called on Persinger as it was almost knocked away, and he just couldn't catch up with it.
That happened so quick, I didn't know if the officials was going to catch it or not, but they did.
Timeout called here. It's a full timeout. We'll take a break as well here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll be right back in just about 30 seconds.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician when they need it. We want them to be headed towards the road of recovery when they leave here. I feel like we have nurses that care so much. We're more than a team. It's a family, and we want what's best for the patient.
And welcome back to Abingdon-Avon High School here for Ron Elby Auto Sales coverage of the Class 1A sectional semifinal between Peoria Christian and Lewistown. This is TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. We mentioned we had a few new sponsors coming on. One of those is Barkley Bills Company, a hat brand built on two staples, comfort and style. Specializing in snapback trucker-style caps. Check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at barkleybillsco.com. Use code TSSR through Friday for 15% off. Don't let the rack fool you. There's always room for one more barkleybillsco.com hat. Wishing good luck to all athletes during your postseason run. It's always fun to get new businesses here as we're adding some coverage that we don't normally have as Lewiston throws that one away into the game. For Lewiston, it's Trey Gaston, and it goes out of bounds. Possession to the Chargers.
Gym's starting to really fill up, isn't it?
It is getting pretty full. Even behind us here is Hunt down low with another bucket. Eight to 8 is the score, and then a pass tipped away out of bounds. Persinger got a hand on it. It was intended for Hess, I believe, but it got knocked out of bounds. It'll be Gaston to inbound for the Indians. He gets it to Beekman. He'll walk it across the stripe. 2:50 remaining here in quarter number one. Right side to Hess, down in the corner. Now to Clary, right elbow. He goes right at Hunt again. He's not scared of the height differential. It was blocked from behind by Johnson, though. And then the first foul of the game is going to be called on, I think it was on number two. It was on number 2, Trevor Goforth, his first, team's first. Checking in for the Indians, Tanner Johnson, number 20.
Yeah, Clary goes right at him. You know, he's got some nice moves, and he's keeping the big guys up in the air a little bit, too.
Adam Pepper is in, number 21 for the Chargers. Hunt now down low. His turnaround jumper is good. And they lead for the first time since 4-3. 10-8 is the score. Beekman with it. Down in the corner it goes to Hess. He gathers it up. That was a really high pass. Now the nice defensive wraparound there by Hunt on a pass intended for Johnson. A little bit of contact in that left arm on the back, but he did a good job of three-quarter defense there.
Yes, he did.
Hunt still guarding down low. Hunt was outside the arc on the offensive end for the Chargers the first few possessions, and now he's down low defensively and offensively. Goforth with it now as he's got the only foul of the game thus far. Clary with it, free throw line. He's going to put up the shot, partially blocked. It's Johnson down low. He's got the shot. It's going to be no good, but a foul is going to be called. He'll be shooting two, Will Johnson. Foul, I believe, on number 21. It is on number 21, Adam Pepper. His first, team's first, 2 free throws, and the first ones of the game for either team. As at the free throw line is the 6'2 senior forward. He hits the first. Checking in for the Indians, number 10, Jackson Churchill. He was a starter. He checks back in. Little different philosophies in subbing here so far.
Yeah. You know, Coach Hatfield's really moving some guys in, letting some guys play.
Knots it at 10 apiece after 2 free throws. Izawami Johnson. 3 on the way. That's Persinger. Hits the first triple for Peoria Christian, and he gives his team a 3-point lead. Churchill now drives across half court, backs it out, sets up the offense for the Indians. Beekman all the way out in the half court circle. Right side now back to Churchill. They extend this zone a bunch, don't they?
Yes.
And that time Tanner Johnson on a great look from Beekman was wide open because they extended that out so far. He was just camping down there.
Yeah. Johnson's been running that baseline, and he's open on that backside if they can get him the ball.
Well,
that's something that they may want to do to try to get Hunt into foul trouble also.
Gavin Johnson's going to go far side to Persinger. Skips it across to Izawami. And I don't know if I'm saying that right, folks. Our live chat is open. We'd love to have you folks in the live chat. Mason Fry, are you the Mason Fry from Southeastern that's talking to us already? Hope watching, doing a little scouting tonight maybe. It is Izawami with it, top of the key, left side to Johnson. He'll try the 3. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Hunt gets the rebound. Or no, that's not Hunt. It was actually Pepper. And they reset the offense with Persinger outside now. Izawami far side left. That's the first time he's been on the left side of the offense. It's going to be Gavin Johnson setting up the offense. We got Tanner Johnson on one team, Gavin Johnson on the other. I'm going to mess that up all night long probably, folks. I apologize in advance. So Gavin Johnson with it. Left side of Izawami. Back to Hunt now as he stepped back outside the arc. Johnson had an open look at a 3. Didn't take it. Backs it out. Top of the key to Persinger. He wants to drive on Hess. Won't do it. Ross Hess guarding at Persinger. One shot here. 5 seconds to go. Persinger's going to drive back out, fade away, and they're going to call him for a charge. Yes, they are.
And that's a very good call. He had the elbow out on the step back.
I mean, he was trying to clear, and it's understandable. Yes. I mean, that is a very common occurrence on that play. He stepped in, pushed out, and did a fadeaway, and that time he got caught.
Yeah, that was an excellent call.
Ishawumi. That was a long 3 and pretty darn close.
Yeah, it was very close.
That's the end of the first quarter of play. We'll take a break and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
And welcome back to Abingdon-Avon High School. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hewlett, Kelly Sears alongside. 1 quarter in the books. And this game being brought to you by King Family Chiropractic. King Family Chiropractic, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, supports Bushnell, Prairie City, and all surrounding athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837-MyDC at 6932. They also perform DOT CDL physicals for just $85. Ishawumi is how somebody, I think I'm saying that right. Savannah Delzell, I appreciate you hopping in there and telling us that. I hope I'm still saying it right. I think I'm closer anyway. So it is the Indians with the basketball and a steal. And Ishawumi going to get his first bucket of the night, and it's a 5-point game. Peoria Christian with the lead. And this 1-3-1 full court press is heckling, to say the least, isn't it?
Yes. You know, and especially when they come to Hunt's side, he is so long that he gets his hands on a lot of balls. And I'm surprised they don't play him in the middle of that 1-3-1.
Now, see, they fall back into a 2-3, I think.
Yep.
They do a 1-3-1 zone trap press, but they fall back into a 2-3 in the half-court set. Once again, welcome everybody here to Abingdon-Avon High School. It's second quarter action, and I think we've got everything right on the scoreboard. We'll take a look at that here very quickly. Make sure we're second quarter. 2 fouls to 1 is correct. You can see this, the records for these two teams. Peoria Christian came in 25-6, 24-10 for the Indians. So both teams had a good regular season, and they're both running a lot of clock offensively. Ross Hess to Churchill. Churchill back up to Ross Hess. They've had it over a minute here. That was Goforth. Now it comes back up to Beekman. They have dropped that. Oh, there's a nice cut by Ross Hess. A nice bounce pass to Clary. He puts the shot up and in. Right again over Hunt. He is not afraid to go right at Hunt at all.
Yeah, and, you know, the big guy may be a little nervous getting in foul trouble.
Hunt's turnaround jumper rattles around and it's going to roll off. Goforth with the rebound for the Indians and a chance to cut it to 1 or tie it here with a three-pointer. They've had a couple of those. Their first 6 points came off of three-pointers. They have not had one since then, however. It's 15-12, as you can see. The clock running is the first time for us here in our scoreboard, so hopefully you guys can enjoy that. There's Beekman. He's going to go right to the rack. He leaves a little runner off, no good. Hunt gets a rebound out to Ishawumi. His shot's up. It's contested, and he can't get it to fall. And it was good transition defense for the Indians. Ross Hess for an NBA three. It's off, no good. And Ishawumi is going to pick up the foul. Clary got the rebound, and he fell into Ishawumi. And that's almost just wrong spot, wrong time kind of deal.
Victim of circumstance.
Yeah, and that's what Coach Persinger's talking about right now. He's like, what's my kid supposed to do? He fell into him. And I can understand the frustration there. It's probably still a foul, but sometimes it's just
nothing you can do about that.
Nope, not a darn thing you can do about it. Ross Hess with it. He looks at the three, doesn't take it, still on the dribble. I thought he was going to pick that ball up for a second. Beekman, corner, Goforth. Boy, they got some good ball handling skills here for both these teams, don't they? Jump stop, and that's a travel. Yes, it is. You jump stop, you can't step unless you're shooting. And he stepped and then tried to look to pass.
He had the jump stop combined with the Euro step.
That's I don't think that's legal. And the official didn't think so either. 5:15 remaining. The clock is running. Ishawumi to Hunt. So he just jumped off the bleachers. I thought the floor was falling.
I thought it was coming down.
And it goes off of the Indians out of bounds. I want to thank Miles Hewlett, who's on the camera tonight, per usual, doing a fine job. We tried to, not quite as tight as the last time we were here. We're trying to open it up so everybody can see a little bit more of what's going on and not have quite as much jerking of the camera. Hunt for three, left corner, nailed it. Largest lead of the game is 6, 18-12. Ishawumi almost got a steal right there. Beekman back to Churchill now. Three on the way by Ross Hess, and he nailed it. Anything you can do, I can do better. Well, maybe not better. And there's another foul by Goforth, and I think that's his second, isn't it? Did he get the first one?
Yes.
They've got 2 fouls here. There's not been a lot of fouls called. Clayton Hatfield, the coach for the Indians, having a little conversation very close with Trey Gaston as he came into ball game. Trey Gaston takes the spot of Goforth. Ishawumi. Once again, if you're watching tonight, we got a bunch of people watching tonight. Tell us where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. We do this everywhere we go with every team that we cover. Whether you're our coverage team or not, we want to know who you're cheering for. And the live chat stays on for these kids, so they get to go back and watch it a little later, and they can see who was cheering them on. There's a three on the way. It's off, no good. Hunt threw it off the head of Gaston, and there was a whole lot of contact in that.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be a foul on Hunt.
Ishawumi's going to take it out of bounds. 4:13 to go in the second quarter. Persinger, that's an odd inbound play.
That's what I was thinking.
Johnson's going to go a little bit of a floating runner, and he's going to be fouled. His first 2 free throws of the night for the Chargers coming. Fouls on number 10, Jackson Churchill, his first, team's third, and it is the Senior Gavin Johnson shooting 2 for the Chargers. They lead by 3 here in the second quarter. Almost halfway through the second quarter. This has been a pretty fast game. And we've shot 3 free throws now between the two teams, and they've made all 3 of them.
Yes.
We haven't seen that a whole lot. Checking in for the Chargers, number 11, Jeremy Walton, as Johnson's second one is coming here. That one's off. I jinxed it, didn't I?
I was about ready to say that.
Beekman. Ross Hess for 3. It's an air ball. And that went off of, I think that went off of McClendon, Darren McClendon. They're going to talk about it, but they're going to call a jump ball. It'll be possession to the Chargers. I think that went off McClendon, and if you notice, McClendon didn't go down to the offensive end. He stayed there. Like he went to pick somebody up. I think he knew it went off of him, but a smart kid. He didn't say, oh, that was off me. So the possession area will go back to the Indians. And there will be a mask timeout, even though we don't have a mask. So we'll keep it here this time, and we'll tell you this game being brought to you by Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been serving the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home and agricultural lending. It also has a great trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M, a member FDIC, and equal housing lender. And Webb Family Farm. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season. Also want to tell you that this game brought to you by Ryden Farm Supply, located at the heart of Walnut Grove and in business since 1974. Ryden Farm Supply can meet all your needs for LP seed, fertilizer, and farm chemicals. Their LP service is unmatched in the area and as a customer, they will take care of you. Give them a call today at 309-772-3121. And just like that, our live chat went up. Christian Shaw goes. Lewiston from her apartment in Peoria. Blake Williams says, let's go, Gavin Johnson. OMG, I love him. So Gavin Johnson's got a big fan out there. Gavin, is that right? Dog Ball TV, Top Dog Ball TV. Gavin. If that's how it's supposed to be said, I'll try to correct that. I'm cheering. Ariana Walker's cheering for Vado. Watching it from Kansas City, Missouri, cheering for Peoria Christians, Nathan Kendall. So Johnson's going to have it. I think the kids are having a lot of fun in the old chat all of a sudden there. Top Dog Ball TV and Blake Williams lighting it up in the chat. Hunt's going to have it, 19-15, 3:30 remaining here in the first half. And, you know, I mentioned Darren McClendon. He's played most of this half. Pepper came in for him, but we haven't said his name hardly at all. They have not utilized him at all.
They haven't.
Persinger.
You know, the one big thing we're seeing is both teams been letting a lot of air out of basketball.
Yeah, this is not going to be a 70-75 kind of game, it doesn't look like, is it?
No. And both of these teams, I think, are very capable of doing that.
Yeah, they can score. They're choosing not to. Johnson's pull-up jumper from the free throw line off, no good. Churchill with the rebound. And he lost his footing. It's going to be picked up by Ross Hess, and he's going to be fouled by, I don't know if they're going to call Johnson or Persinger. And Churchill's still not up off the floor yet. Official coming across. We'll see who they call it on. They call it on Johnson. Gavin Johnson's going to pick up his first foul. Number 4 for the Chargers picking up the foul. And it's foul number 4. Number 4 and 4 getting them. Isn't it funny how it kind of works that way, it seems like?
It does. They keep it pretty even.
Churchill stayed in the game to Clary. Back out to Beekman for 3. It's good. And it's a 19-18 game. Ishawumi Off, no good. McClendon had to rebound. Churchill rips it away, but Persinger's there. Hunt's going to drive to the left corner now. Skips it across to Johnson. He'll put up the three, right corner. It's short. Rebound by McClendon. He's going to save it in, and Churchill, that's going to be over and back.
Bounced off his head.
For two teams that have worked so hard to take the air out of the basketball, that was a pretty chaotic 30 seconds right there.
Yes, it was.
Probably not what any of the coaches wanted to see. Team Green Fitness from Lewiston says, let's go Indians. Ross Hess with it, under 2 minutes to go now. This has the feel of a game that's going to be close all the way through, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Going right down to the wire.
Beekman back to Ross Hess. Baseline jumper off, no good. Went through the hands of Clary. Persinger comes up with it. He has it stripped away from behind. It's going to be picked up by Tanner Johnson, and now goes back the other way. Churchill out to Clary, to Beekman, top to Ross Hess. Under a minute to go now. Johnson missed the shot, gets his own rebound. Ross Hess for three, right wing, off, no good. Ishawumi is going to be fouled by Tanner Johnson. Glenn Bundrin. Glenn, I don't even know how to say your last name because you don't know how to spell mine, so I don't feel so bad. Glenn's watching from down in Marion, if that's the Glenn that I believe that it is. So Johnson picked up the foul there. 4 fouls apiece now as we work under 30 seconds to go. So it does appear that neither team's going to be shooting any bonus shots here in the first half.
No.
Ishawumi's going to drive and lowered his head and missed the shot. Boy, with 20 seconds left, that's probably not the shot you want, is it?
No, that's what I was thinking. Probably going for one.
10 seconds remaining. Churchill's going to get it out to Beekman. And a timeout by Coach Hatfield with 7.8 seconds. Now, you might say, well, 7.8 seconds, you're only down by one. Why you take a timeout? This could be a big momentum swing, couldn't it, for the Indians?
Without a doubt. If you hit a three here or you hit a bucket and an and one and you go in to halftime up by 2 and you come out, and especially if you get the basketball when you come out, it's going to be huge.
So 7.8 seconds left, a timeout by the Indians. So both teams have used one timeout here in the first half. So each of them will have 4. The Chargers have not used a timeout. I forgot that timeout is, they're still doing the mass breaks.
That was a mass break.
They are still doing the mass breaks.
The big thing you got to remember is you're dealing with 16, 17-year-old kids. And momentum swings are huge. And if Lewiston can get a bucket here, they're going to have a lot of momentum going in.
Kojo is watching from Columbia, Missouri, rooting for Catan. Deborah Anderson's watching from Fort Myers, Florida, cheering for United tomorrow, but she's watching tonight. Christy Yoakum's watching from downstate Illinois, and there's the bucket they wanted. Clary gets it, and that counts if it goes, but it does not count. And that proves to be a momentum shifter, just like we talked about, Kelly, at the half. For the first time since, I believe, 8-8, when it was tied, the Indians have the lead.
Yes, and just like you said, when Lewiston goes off, they got a little bit bigger step on them there. That step's a little bit higher going into that, going into the locker room at halftime. And the big thing is Clary took it right to him again.
Yeah, he's done that all night long, and we'll talk about that. I want to say Christy Yoakum from downstate Illinois, I believe, says go Coach Hatfield and the Indians. Glenn, good luck tomorrow night against East St. Louis in 3A sectionals. So a lot of stuff going on. The chat is pretty lively. And we'll take a break and be back with some stats and so on here from Abingdon-Avon High School. You're watching Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb and Augusta presentation of IHSA Class 1A Sectional Basketball here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Every day, we walk through these doors, not knowing what waits. It's not easy, but we do it every day because our mission is you. Providing you compassionate care and providing you the best possible patient experience. McDonough District Hospital.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards, or like circles, or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True Convection Cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True Convection Cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
And welcome back here for Ron Elby Auto Sales, Augusta and Macomb. Coverage of the IHSA Class 1A sectional. I'm Dwayne Hewlett, Kelly Sears alongside, and we've got a youngster out there doing backflips across the floor from Peoria Christian. Did right around the three-point line.
Yeah.
I've seen people do backflips across the floor, but that was around the floor. So 20-19, I don't know what I expected in this game, Kelly. I'm not going to lie, I don't know what I expected, but they came out scoring the ball. And you think, oh, well, nobody's shooting good or whatever. They're both shooting really good. They're just taking a lot of time to get those good shots.
You know, each team is coming down, setting up their offense, and running 45 seconds to a minute off the clock every time. And you know, when you look at the two teams out there, and you would think they would have a little bit quicker transition. You know, the one thing is Lewiston gets the ball up the court quick. Even though they got that Peoria Christian has a 1-3-1 press on, they get the ball up the court quick, and then they kick it back out, and then they just set and they run their offense. Very disciplined.
This game is being brought to you by some of our new friends, including you've trusted these guys since 1940. Oberland Electric has been your electric contractor for your business and reminding you they'll take care of your residents also, including solar panels. Harness the power of the sun and never pay power bills again. New solar installs typically pay for themselves in just a few years. Call Oberlander anytime, 24/7, 365, and they will send out one of their highly trained electrical professionals. Call 309-694-1468 or visit them at oberlanderelectric.com. Peoria, that's not too far from me. I ought to give them a call. I've wanted to check into solar. I live out there in the middle of the sticks, you know, and I have no trees. Solar ought to work well for me, hadn't it?
Get you a big windmill. Talk to him about putting a big windmill up.
I think I want panels. I could put panels on top of my house. And she's out there doing some more of them, isn't she?
She is going.
If you or I did one of those, we'd break our backs and never get up.
Well, I'd be so dizzy after the first one, I wouldn't know where I'm at.
Yeah, that's probably true, too. We want to look at some. You got some scoring figured up for these
kids? Oh,
yeah,
here? I got it all figured up here. For the Lewiston Indians, Cole Beekman with a 3 for 3 points. John Ross Hess 3 threes for 9 points. Tanner Johnson has 2 points, 2 free throws, and Blaine Clary has 6 points. And for Peoria Christian, Persinger has 3. Gavin Johnson has 3 points. Come down here to Ishawami, has 4 points. And Wes Hunt in the first quarter had 8 and picked up a 3 for a total 11 points.
One of our other new sponsors coming on board for tomorrow night especially, but Mudd Insurance Group. They can customize your insurance based on your individual needs. Let them make your life easier by doing the insurance shopping for you. Call Mudd Insurance Group 217-842-9200, located at the four-way stop in Bowen, Illinois, or go to their website, www.mudd, that's M-U-D-D, insurancegroup.com. Live life knowing you're covered, and you can tell the difference between the schools here. Southeastern is where Bowen is located. Peoria Christian is here tonight. If you said the four-way stop in Peoria, you'd have no clue what you're talking about. You can say the four-way stop in Bowen, and everybody knows exactly what you're talking about. Am I wrong or am I right?
Yeah, or the four-way stop in Augusta.
Yeah, exactly. you know, you can. It's amazing the differences here, and there have been. There's Christian school has some to do with it. We've got Greg Phelps is watching a little bit tonight, so shout out to Greg Phelps. He's sending me text messages. But these small, you hear Peoria, you think big, but these Christian schools don't have a lot of kids in them.
No.
Obviously, this is a pretty good team, but they don't have a ton of kids. So even though they're in a town like Peoria where, that four-way stop means nothing to them, they don't even, it's amazing what this 1A can do. I mean, they're drastic differences.
Or if you say, pull into the flashing red light in town, it's the only stoplight in the county.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's why Bushnell, everybody talks about Bushnell, and that's where I grew up. And do you have stoplight? Nope. Do you have a blinking stoplight? Nope. We don't even have a blinking red light in town. So
I grew up in the only county in the state of Illinois that does not have a blinking light or a stoplight in it.
You're the mayor of Bluffs back in the day, right? Chris Dewar, he got a lot of mileage out of that, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Game also being brought to you by Barkley Bills Company, a hat brand built on 2 staples: comfort and style. Specializing in snapback trucker-style caps, check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at barkleybillsco.com. That's BARKLEYBILLSCO.com. Use code TSSR through Friday for 15% off. Don't let the hat rack fool you. There's always room for another hat, and I completely agree with that. BarkleybillsCo.com. Wishing good luck to all athletes during your postseason run. So about a minute to go. We'll take a short break here and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH right after this.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Welcome back to Abingdon-Avon High School. We'll take a quick peek at the live chat, which is just blown up. I should have got some youngsters watching, and they're having some fun in the live chat. But Quentin Hatfill, there's a name Lewiston folks will remember, says, "Let's go Indians," and cheering on Big Bro and the boys from Paxton, Illinois. Quentin's in Paxton. Obviously, the Big Bro and the boys are here. So it's Quentin's a name that you heard not too awfully long ago, Clayton's younger brother.
They were some pretty good players out of Lewiston.
Yeah,
those guys play in the holiday tournament many, many times.
Yeah, there's been a lot of good players, and the Hatfield name has been around for a long, long time. As we get ready to go here, it is Indians basketball to start the second half. Third quarter action is underway here from Abingdon-Avon High School. Class 1A sectional basketball semifinal number 1. The winner of this game as a 3 on the way by Ross Hess is in and out. Clary with the rebound. He's going to go right back up. Pump fake, puts it up. It's all hard. Rebound to Johnson, and that time they're finally going to get a foul on Hunt, I believe, after I bet they've taken it right at him 10 or 15 times, and I think that's going to, it could be on, it is on Hunt.
It is on Hunt.
That's the first of the second half. And a miss for the Indians, and we're still at our original 20-19. There's a steal by Ross Hess. He's going to go back the other way, and he nearly traveled with it. He throws it across to Churchill, who falls on the floor, and a 30-second timeout is going to be called by the Indians as Churchill slipped, and he's slipped several times, Kelly.
Yeah, he has. Over here, down there. You know, that was a heads-up call on Coach Hatfield's part to be able to get that timeout that quick.
Michelle Clear says, let's go Indians. So 7:27 to go here in the, so it looks like our clock camera has gotten moved a little bit with all the people jumping off the bleachers behind us. So I'm going to try and fix that a little bit, folks. I apologize. Hopefully that's a little bit better. That's the only bad thing about all the jumping. 7:27 to go in the third quarter. Clary on the inbound gets the bucket to fall. The Indians have a shot or a pass knocked out of bounds. Ishawumi sends it in to Persinger. Persinger to Johnson. And here comes the air out of the ball that we saw so much there in the first half. But Beekman steps out in the passing lane, gets it out to Ross Hess. He stopped, pump fake, off no good. Ishawumi has it nearly stolen away on the inbounds pass. Ross Hess is all over the place down there. And onto the floor. What are they going to call here? Somebody out of bounds or a foul? I think they're going to call a foul on the Indians. Yep, he dove right on top. That's going to be Ross Hess picking up the foul. His first. Team's first of the second half. Little over-aggressive there.
Yeah, he was getting after it down there pretty good.
Johnson right side to Persinger. Persinger tries to get it into Hunt. He does. Johnson's down there. They're going to call a block. That was a block / flop, I think, right there.
Yeah, the thing about it is, though, if you had a replay on that, Hunt lowered his shoulder.
And he wrapped his arm around, too.
Yes.
There is no doubt, but I think that the hop and the flop is what caused him to get the block. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The AD for Abingdon coming up here and taking a seat, going to watch some. Ishawumi is going to bring it in or try to. That's getting close to 5 seconds there. Hunt has it in the right corner. Pulls up. Ishawumi wide open underneath, and he'll get the bucket. First bucket of the half for the Chargers, and they're going to skip it all the way down that time. Ross Hess gets it to Clary down low. Clary now on the dribble. He's going to go right back at Hunt again. He is not afraid of Hunt defensively at all, is he?
No, he goes right at him.
Sacred Heart Griffin, I understand, has beaten Danville by 4 at the half, according to our live chat. And there's a shot on the way by Gaston over the backboard and out of play. So with 6:18 to go, we're 22-21. The offense is not as flowing as it was in the first quarter, is it?
No.
There's a shot by Hunt. McClendon with the rebound to put back. It's off, no good. Ross Hess with the rebound, and he got slapped pretty good by Johnson, no call. He goes right at Hunt as well. And the fourth shot is picked up by Ishawumi.
Letting them play a little bit now.
And Ross Hess is going to pick up the foul on a reach around.
That's his second.
John McCormick is joining us. Says, good luck, Indians. Way to represent C Club, Coach Sears.
Coach Mack.
He'll have a vested interest in tomorrow night to some extent at least. Hunt turnaround jumper off, no good. Gaston with the rebound. And a steal by Johnson back to Ishawumi. His shot's off, no good. This time the rebound goes to Beekman. He'll push it back the other way. Ross Hess for three. It's good. Another bad pass and another steal by Beeker. Not Goforth that time. And he's going to be fouled by Johnson.
Chargers going to be taking a timeout.
It is a timeout on the floor, charged to the Chargers. We'll take a break as well and be back on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH right after this.
What are you doing?
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
And welcome back here. We got Reed Kelso on the other headset. He can't hear us very good, but Reed, pretty big night for you guys, a big crowd.
Yeah, really good crowd. We knew Lewiston and Peoria Christian would travel well. We got a really good game, and I expect tomorrow night will be a big crowd as well.
Yeah, it's sectional basketball is a lot of fun, isn't it?
A lot of fun. A lot of everybody comes out. People might not have came to a game all year, came to this one. So always a good time.
Well, you told me before this game started you thought Lewiston could play with Peoria Christian. You're not wrong.
No, they can play. They're scrappy. I think we should have a couple good games.
Clary right to the hoop again. He missed it. He got his own rebound. Pump fake, goes right back up again. Draws some contact that time. And he's tried that every time, Kelly, trying to draw that contact and get that foul. He finally got the foul call.
Yeah, sometimes he goes a little bit too hard at it, I think, and that's what's, not letting him hit those bunnies in the inside.
So who'd they call that foul on? It was on number 22, Hunt. That's his first foul.
That should be his second. I don't think they called it on Hunt.
Shot was no good. They actually called it on Johnson. You got Johnson for 4? Or for 2, I mean?
Johnson. I can find Johnson's name
Number
here.
4?
Yes.
He should have 2, yep. He missed them both. And we stay at 25-21, 4:50 to go. Reed, I want to thank you for working with us, letting us come down and do this. Of course, IHSA has their fee that they get, but we're having a lot of fun.
We are having a lot of fun. It's good for the crowd and everybody.
Goforth gets another steal, and Kelly, the ball handling skills have either went away for Peoria Christian or Lewiston has just stepped up the defensive intensity that much.
I think Lewiston stepped it up a little bit, but the thing about it is that sometimes the harder you try, the more you screw up. And they're not in panic mode yet, but they could get there pretty quick.
Clary just got called, I think, for switching his pivot feet before he dribbled there. 4:20 to go, and it seems like that Lewiston is dominating this game right now, but they're not opening up a lead. We'll see what happens here. We're down near the halfway point. Ishawumi with it. Persinger as they try to slow things down. I think this is probably, Reed, you've been watching this game from different avenues as Hunt has it, a jump ball. It'll be possession to the Chargers. Reed, you've watched this from different spots in the gym. Is it as rambunctious and like much contact going on when you're on the floor as it looks like there is up here?
Yeah, these guys are letting them play, which is a good thing. It's what you want to see at this time. You don't want the best player on the bench in foul trouble. You want to let them play, and they're doing a good job. I think they've kept control of the game, did a fine job.
Yeah, the kids are handling that scenario well. They've both adjusted to it pretty well. Maybe the Indians a bit better. And there's Pepper with a 2 for the Chargers. 25-23, and after everything that's went on in this game, Kelly, we're still one possession.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
We're under 4 minutes now, so we'll get a mask timeout or a COVID break because there's literally no masks being worn. Three on the way by Hess is short. It's rebounded, and Hess stepped on the baseline, it would appear, out of bounds. And a mask or COVID break is going to be called. We're going to send it to you folks at home to check out one of our great sponsors. That would be Country Financial.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
Welcome back to Abingdon-Avon High School, and we've got Reed Kelso here. How much work is this sectional deal for you?
It's a lot of work, setting up the gym. We do that for the regular games, but just getting all the teams and everything. You want the kids to have a good experience. You want them to remember their sectionals, so you just want it to all go smooth, and nobody knows my name or anything. Everything's probably went all right then.
I will point out, when I got here tonight, folks, they were washing the mats at the end of the gym.
Yeah, we decided to clean up a little bit tonight and got after it, and we hope tomorrow night we just have just as good a crowd, and Friday night as well.
Yeah, the bleachers up here behind us are relatively full as well.
Yeah, I don't know how many there's here, but it's a big crowd, and it's how it should be. It's nice to get back to normal and a little postseason basketball finally.
Well, Johnson's going to bring it up. A chance for Peoria Christian now to tie or take a lead if they shoot a three. We're still in a third quarter action here as Reed's going to take a break and go back to his other duties. And 2 free throws coming for Peoria Christian. See who the foul's called on. It's called on number 20, Tanner Johnson.
That's his second.
Team's fourth for the Indians. Free throw is good. A chance to tie it here. Checking in for the Indians, number 15, Trey Gaston, as he replaces Tanner Johnson. I've got 4 for the Indians and 3 for the Chargers. They've got that opposite. Second one's off, no good. Goforth gets the rebound for the Indians. They still hang on to a 1-point lead. Kelly, we've played 4.5 minutes, and we could have just started here because it's still a 1-point game.
Yes.
Clary out to Ross Hess. He's going to drive, spin, gives it to Clary. Clary pump fakes the three as they set up the offense, and Beekman's going to give it back to Clary now. That's something we haven't seen this far.
Yeah, him up top. But I think it's to get him in position down low.
Ross Hess looked to go forth in the corner, didn't get it there. It's under 3 minutes to go now. Gaston to Clary, free throw line, had a jumper if he wanted to take it, he did not. Beekman for 3, top of the key, dead center, dead on the bottom of the net, and the Indians lead by 4. Ishawumi Johnson at the 10-foot line now, 2:30 to go in this third quarter, and it's been everything a sectional basketball game should be. And how did Johnson get that shot to fall? Holy smokes. A runner with a ton of contact, Kelly, but he got it to fall.
It went through. I don't know how.
Clary with it on the baseline. Johnson's all over him. Now in the corner, a 3 is in and out. Off, no good. And that's going, I don't know about that. It goes off a Hunt, I thought. But
I thought it went off a Hunt also. But
I'm going to say it went off the Indians. It'll be possession to the Chargers. And again, Kelly, a chance to tie or take a lead. They have not been able to do that here in the second half. I have not seen Jim Mattinson. I can't tell if that's him down in the Lewiston end of the floor or not, folks, but he might be here. Pepper, turnaround jumper, no good. Clary is going to be called for the foul, and it's going to be, I think he was shooting. He should be shooting 2. He will be shooting 2. That's 5 fouls on the Indians. I was right earlier.
Who was that on?
That was on Clary, number 32. Free throw is good for Pepper. And again, a chance to tie it from the free throw line. Checking in is number 14, Sam Mentis for the Chargers with 1:45 to go in the third quarter. Second one again off, no good. They just cannot get over or to that pedal, that hump that they need to get to.
Yeah.
Get so close, but just can't get there. Ross Hess for 3. It was off, no good. Pepper with the rebound. Down the floor it goes. Ishawumi on the rebound after Mentis missed the shot. Foul's going to be called on Lewiston again. It's going to be on Beekman. And Lewiston now is going to be their 6th foul, and Peoria Christian is going to be in the bonus the rest of the way. We're in the third quarter here, folks. Hunt has it. Beekman on him. He's going to drive, dumps it down to Mentis, and it goes through his hands out of bounds. And you've got that much of a mismatch, and you're 10 feet from the basket. I think you shoot that.
You better go, yeah. I agree with you.
Another turnover and another missed opportunity. Now Clary gets it barely. It's Ross Hess now is going to drive, and then Mentis is going to pick up the foul. Team foul number 4, his first, as he put a hand on Ross Hess, who had him beat to the baseline.
You know, as much contact as we've seen all night long, and then you get that foul.
Yeah, I think that he actually grabbed him, too. I think that's probably what. I don't think the hand-on got him. It was the grab that got him. And it goes to Clary. Shots off, no good. You know, they've been taking it to him, but he has missed it. And now Pepper from the other end is going to get the layup. And the Chargers are in the lead for the first time in the second half with 1 minute to go in the third quarter. He hasn't blocked shots. There's a 3 on the way, off no good. Clary with the rebound. But he has made them change their shot so much. There's another miss. Pepper with another rebound. As Hunt has defensively, I've been trying to say this for a few seconds here.
Yes.
And he's made so many misses. Johnson shot off, no good. Persinger with the rebound. Hunt for 3, left side, it's good. And I bet a timeout may be coming for Lewis. Well, with 28 seconds, they probably won't take it. Under 30 seconds to go in the quarter. And it's a 4-point lead for the Chargers. And we said that at the end of the first half. And now another steal. Hunt has it stolen away by Clary, and then Hunt's going to pick up a late foul as they got tied up. As Hunt goes to check on Clary, who kind of got it in the nose there. 10.2 seconds left. Johnson's going to check in. McClendon's going to check in, and they're going to take Hunt out, and that's probably a good call. Hunt's got 2 here in the third quarter.
You're absolutely right. Give him a little bit of blow for 10 seconds, put him back in the beginning of the fourth quarter.
And you don't want this this last third foul to come here. Clary goes, dumps it out. 3 on the way by Ross Hess. Off no good. McClendon with the rebound. And that's how the quarter is going to end. 32-28. And we're at 6-5 on fouls. This game has been about as even as you will see as we get ready to move to the fourth quarter. And we'll keep it here, and we'll tell you this game brought to you by Country Financial Agent Brett Powell. Your farm is your legacy. As a leading farm insurer, Country Financial is here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell, your local country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today. And McDonough District Hospital Athletic Trainers and MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to Spartan student athletes, Cyclone student athletes, Lewiston student athletes probably in some cases, and Sun student athletes. And the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. So, Kelly, 8 minutes left. A drastic turnaround in that last minute for the Chargers.
Yeah, without a doubt. And, you know, the big thing is that I'm still have Clary go right at him. And, you know, I think, like you said earlier, Clary has really adjusted his shot, and that's one of the reasons he's not hitting those on the inside.
So Beekman's going to give it to Goforth. I think this is – I know there's a lot of time left, and it's only a 4-point game, but this is a big – I think this is a big possession.
It is. It is.
You know, it's been a pretty big run for the Chargers. Lewiston has kind of let things get a little hectic. Now they're slowing things down, and maybe they can get a good look at a basket here. The Chargers doing a great job, though. They were really under pressure and under attack early in that third quarter, and they've come back now and kind of weathered the storm.
Yeah, they looked a little uncomfortable early in the third quarter, and then all of a sudden they really picked it up.
Goforth with it down to Johnson. Johnson's going to go. Tried to wrap it around to Clary, a little too fancy. Ishiwumi going to go back the other way. His layup is off, no good. He's going to be fouled by Beekman. It will be the foul on Beekman, and the Chargers are into bonus the rest of the way, but Ishiwumi is going to get 2 shots here with 7:11 remaining in the fourth quarter. First one is good. Goforth takes the seat. Churchill is back in. So we'll set the court for you for the Indians, as the second one is good as well. For the Indians, it is Beekman, Churchill, Tanner Johnson, Clary, and Ross, and Gaston, excuse me. Beekman left elbow jumper, off no good. Clary with the rebound, and Pepper's going to go over his back. And that'll be team foul number 6 on the Chargers. Ross Hess is on the floor. Beekman.
Whoa.
They're going to come in and talk about that. I don't think. Yeah, they're going to get overruled. I didn't think that was even close.
I didn't either.
On the floor for the Chargers, Ishiwumi, number 1, Persinger. Pepper, number 21. 22 is Hunt. 4 is Johnson. And they're going to call a charge on Clary away from the ball on the inbound. It's no shooting foul, but it's team foul number 8, and that just gets him even closer to the double bonus.
Yes.
And it's the biggest lead of the game for either team right now, 34-28. Hunt down to Pepper. Pepper shot up off, no good. Tied up for the rebound. Going to go to the Chargers. Stay Chargers basketball, 6:32 remaining here in the quarter. So we are going to have a sideline camera for our championship game on Friday night. John Burton is going to be here to help with that. So we'll have different camera angles besides the one main camera on Friday. Should be a lot of fun. Hunt with it on the baseline, and you can take the air out of the basketball now, right, Kelly? Because just as I say that, Persinger's going to kind of force one up, but he got his own rebound. Ishiwumi going to dump it off to Pepper. Pepper's jumper's good. Timeout by Coach Hatfield. That'll leave them with 2 timeouts. And an 8-point game, and the Indians haven't scored since about 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yeah. Little dry spell here, but as we've talked before, the game has changed so much. That's a 3-possession game. And we've seen Peoria Christian go dead. I mean, not making any shots for quite a spell. So, this is kind of going back and forth.
Yeah, 5:59 to go here. What are you talking to your team about if you're Coach Hatfield?
The big thing is hey, a lot of time left in the game. Be patient and, do the things that got us here, We're trying to hurry. We're getting in a hurry. Relax and play the game.
Okay, now if you're Coach Persinger and Peoria Christian, what are you thinking?
Don't take any crazy shots. We don't need you to be forcing the basketball.
Well, with under 6 minutes to go, if you're a kid that likes to shoot, that gets harder and harder to not shoot, doesn't it?
Oh, without a doubt.
Here's the 2-3 zone set up for the Chargers. Peoria Christian with the lead, and the Indians have the basketball. And we said that first possession of the quarter was big. Now that we're under 5 and the lead is doubled, it's even bigger now, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You know, the wheels haven't fallen off, and it's not catastrophe time yet. Now Clary's going to push, and then he's going to draw another foul on Hunt. That's what he's been trying to do the entire game, and that's going to be foul number 3.
Now, here's the big thing. They got to hit these free throws.
Both teams into bonus now the rest of the way. First one's off, no good. Second one off, no good. Pepper with the rebound, and those are 2 huge misses for the Indians. Persinger now is going to back it out. Johnson. Persinger drives, gives it to Pepper. Johnson. This is when the proponents of a shot clock are liking the idea, isn't it?
Yes.
Pepper has it knocked away. Persinger's runner is good. That's a 4-point swing right there. First double-digit lead of the game at 38-28. And Beekman throws it away as Goforth. It was leading Goforth into 2-point range. I don't know that Goforth was expecting it, first of all, and second of all, he wasn't expecting it to be thrown there.
No, he wasn't.
Johnson is going to bring it up now. Ross Hess tries to knock it away from behind. Persinger is going to drive baseline, back it back out, gives it to Johnson. They are spreading the floor, and they're just going to take a layup, or that's it, isn't it?
Yep.
Man defense for the Indians as Ishiwumi has it. And just as Hess tried to get a steal, the Chargers take a timeout.
This could get interesting right now. I mean, you're going to have to pick them up man. You're going to might be doing some of the things that you normally don't do.
Yeah, you'll pick them up. I think they've been playing some man, but they're going to be full court man probably here, right?
Yes.
You're going to expand that man to not let them get the ball across. No easy passes, no easy inbounds. Try and pressure everywhere you can probably, right?
Yeah, a lot of pressure. Then it comes down, how soon do you foul?
Now, you're struggling from the field suddenly, which you weren't doing earlier, but you're struggling now. Do you start fouling earlier because of that?
You could.
Johnson to Persinger. Oh, Johnson was wide open on the cut after the give and go. There's another give and go, and Beekman's going to get called for the foul. That's on the floor, but it's going to be a 1 and bonus for Hunt. Wes Hunt, the senior, had a pretty good game, but he's got 3 fouls here in the second half. He's got 1 and bonus coming here. This is the last 1 and bonus. It'll be double bonus the rest of the way. First one rattles around, but it falls through, and it's an 11-point lead. These possessions now determine when fouls start and if fouls start, right?
Yes, you're absolutely right. And free throws are key. Oh.
Ross Hess, a run, left-handed layup falls off the front of the rim. I don't know how that didn't go in. Hunt's going to run the floor. His shot's off, no good. And Dante, you're right. We don't need a shot clock. I'm just saying that was the proponents of it. That's the reason why. Shot 3 on the way off, no good. And Clary is going to get a bonus there, I think.
Yeah.
And the Indians, as I thought that went off of. And a timeout. It's going to be the masked timeout. We'll take a break as well and step away for the final time here from Abingdon-Avon High School, Class 1A, sectional semifinal number 1, brought to you by Ron Ellie Auto Sales of Macomb and Augusta here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician when they need it. We want them to be headed towards the road of recovery when they leave here. I feel like we have nurses that care so much. We're more than a team. It's a family, and we want what's best for the patient.
Welcome back to Abingdon-Avon High School. I want to thank some of our new sponsors, including Mudd Insurance Group. They want you to know that they work for you, not the insurance companies. They work on your behalf and offer fast, friendly, convenient insurance services. Call Mudd Insurance Group, 217-842-9200, located at the four-way stop in Bowen, or go to their website, www.muddinsurancegroup.com. Live life knowing you're covered. So, Kelly, it's big-time, important possessions every time down the floor now for the Indians.
Without a doubt.
And Ishiwumi is going to pick up the foul, and that's not what you want if you're Coach Persinger and the Chargers. That should be one in bonus now for Goforth.
Lewistown hadn't scored this quarter.
They have right here. I didn't jinx him. Trying to cut it back to a 10-point game here. 3:44 on the clock. Second one's good as well.
That's what they needed.
Goforth all up in Johnson's mug, but he beats him to the rack and then misses a shot. Pepper again over the back. I don't know how that's. Pepper is very aggressive on the glass, and if they're not going to call that. He's done a great job of adjusting to that and going after every ball.
Actually, I thought that went off of Peoria Christian, but I'm a long way from the court.
And we're both old and blind, too. Hunt's going to drive the basket. Foul before the shot. Doesn't matter. It's double bonus. Fouls on Goforth. That's foul number 10 on the Indians. So 2 shots for Hunt here. 3:26 remaining. Man, both these teams shot free throws so well in the first half. They both struggled here in the second half.
Yes.
Hunt makes the second. Beekman. Ishiwumi was out there on the point of that 1-3-1 press. Ross Hess going to go right at Hunt again. And Hess is going to pick up the foul, and Hunt will take the long walk down the floor. 41-30 the score. 2 shots for Wes Hunt. You know, he hasn't had a lot of blocks, and they've taken the ball right to him. He's only got 3 fouls, but I think his ability to alter shots without fouling has been huge tonight.
Yeah. Without a doubt. Now, where is he going to go to school? Do you know?
I do not know. Got some water on the floor. It looks like Goforth is down there trying to clean it up.
I'm assuming he's going to go on and play basketball, but I might be wrong.
Second one is good as well. Yeah, he has the build. He may not be D1 like Stevens. I don't know about that, but I think he can play some college basketball, can he? That 3 by Ross Hess is going to fall out of bounds off of Hunt. Possession is going to stay with the Indians. And it goes to Clary. Clary. Now it goes to Goforth. He's going to drive. Ishiwumi picks him up. Beekman now, right side to Churchill. Churchill for three. It's off, no good. Rebound to Hunt. 2:50 remaining. 13-point game, and this game was a lot closer than that. That's a charge. Oh, they're going to call a block on Goforth. Is that 4 on him?
Yes, it is.
So now Persinger has a chance to get his first points of the game, right?
No. He had
score?
the 3 early.
Oh, that's right. He did score.
And then he had a free throw a little bit ago.
Well, that shows how much I paid attention apparently tonight, doesn't it? First one off the back of the rim, no good. So a lot of stuff coming here for the Indians in the last 2:45, and for the Chargers, it's going to be a whole lot of free throws, I would imagine, don't you think?
Yes.
Clary with the bucket. That's the Indians' first 2-point bucket of the quarter. 44-32. And the Indians were down 32-28 at the start of this quarter.
Yes.
It's been all Peoria Christian here in quarter number 4. Once again, we want to thank some of our new sponsors who have come on board for this contest tonight, including, you've trusted them since 1940, Oberlander Electric has been your electric contractor for your business, and they remind you they'll take care of your residents as well, including solar panels. Harness the power of the sun and never pay power bills again. New solar installs typically pay for themselves in a few years. Call Oberlander anytime, 24/7, 365, and they will send one of their highly trained electrical professionals to your residence to talk to you. And then the foul by Gaston. You can call Oberlander at 309-694-1468 or visit oberlanderelectric.com. That's Oberlander. Persinger back at the free throw line. Goforth has 4 fouls. Ross Hess has 3. Beekman has 3. They're all on the floor right now. Persinger's first one is good. You're going to have a lot of free throws to add up when this one's over, aren't you?
Yes, especially just in this fourth quarter for Peoria Christian.
Second one off, no good. You know, Peoria Christian has given the Indians the opportunities to get back in this game. I mean, they've missed some free throws. Beekman now nearly dribbles it off his leg, gets it to Goforth. 2:15 remaining. 3 on the way by Ross Hess, off no good. Gaston's going to get called for the foul, and he's not happy about it, and I can somewhat understand why. I think he got all ball, but it's how many times we talk about that swinging arm will get you a foul call whether you do anything or not, and that's one of them. I think he got all ball, but he just took a big swipe. 2:09 to go. Peoria Christian trying to ice their way to a sectional final appearance, as the first one's good, as they will, if they're able to do that, and it's looking more and more as they shoot some free throws here, like they will.
This is the 8th free throw for Hunt in this quarter.
They'll play either United or Southeastern. He hits them both there, and it's 47-32, largest lead of the game at 15. Beekman, Ross Hess, gives it to Clary. Beekman's going to drive, bounces it across to Gaston. Gaston's going to skip it out to Ross Hess. He's going to drive, puts up the layup, is good. And a foul by Ross Hess. That'll be his 5th. Are they saying that's 5 or 4 on him?
That's 4.
4, yeah, okay. They changed it to 5 on the board.
I had him for 4.
I said just like 2 seconds ago it was 3, so I was like, how'd they get they must have added one on me. Johnson's at the free throw line. His first one's good. Gavin Johnson has been the talk of the live chat. A lot of guys watching from Peoria Christian. He hits the first of 2. Trying to make it back to a 15-point lead. And he will. .140 remaining. Lewiston going to have to make something happen in a hurry. Beekman's 3. Off, no good. Hunt with the rebound. Going to outlet it to Pepper. He's going to try and dunk it. Didn't really get a dunk, but he does get the largest lead of the game at 17. Ross Hess with it. He's going to put up the 3. It's good. And a timeout called by the Indians. They'll have 1 timeout remaining. We'll take a very quick break, and we'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Every day, we walk through these doors, not knowing what waits. It's not easy, but we do it every day because our mission is you. Providing you compassionate care and providing you the best possible patient experience. McDonough District Hospital.
And welcome back to Ron Elby Auto Sales of Augusta and Macomb. Presented coverage of the Class 1A IHSA sectional semifinals from Abingdon-Avon High School here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll be back here Friday. If it's Lewiston or Peoria Christian, either one, we'll be covering it. So make sure you like and subscribe to our channel, Hewlett Public Pro LLC YouTube channel, and you can catch the next championship game. And now here comes Hunt. He just got away with a carry, and he'll dunk it. That was most definitely a carry, though, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
But they're not going to stop the clock with 1 minute remaining here. Shot for a 3, off, no good. Gaston with the rebound. He's going to give it to Clary. Clary going to dump it out to Beekman for 3. It's short. Rebound to Goforth. He's going to put up the left-handed shot. It's good. Back to a 14-point game, and Beekman's going to pick up his 4th foul. 42.3 seconds remaining. So we talked about free throws, and Peoria Christian hasn't been perfect, but they've been pretty darn good here in the 4th quarter as Persinger hits the first.
That was their 17th free throw of the quarter.
Checking in for the Peoria Christian Chargers, number 12 is Jace Moody. Number 14, Sam Mentis. Number 24, Drew Goring. And number 10, Camden Gardner. And that one was good as well. And checking in is number 15, Brock Taylor. As 5 new players on the floor, and Peoria Christian says we've got this one in the bag.
Yeah.
Ball's going to roll up the floor. Indians will take a chance at every second they can save. Ross Hess for 3. It's good. They aren't quitting, though, and there Beekman's going to foul out. He'll pick up his 5th foul.
They're going to play hard till the final whistle.
Cole Beekman, the 6'1 junior, is going to foul out of this one. Coach Hatfield's going to have to put a replacement in. He's going to put Tanner Johnson in for Beekman. 33.9 seconds remaining. 55-42. If only the basket lid would have came off a little sooner for Lewiston, right?
Yeah.
First free throw is off, no good. At the free throw line is number 10, Camden Gardner. Second one off, no good as well, as he missed them both. Gaston Ross Hess for three. It's good again. 23 seconds. And a foul this time on Johnson. And I do believe Lane Hunt is going to go to the free throw line. Or number 15, excuse me. Brock Taylor going to the free throw line. So it's down to 10. It'd take a miracle, but I'll tell you what, they're giving it a whirl, aren't they?
They are.
First one by Taylor, in and out, no good. 23 points for John Ross Hess, the 6-foot senior. That one is good by Taylor, makes it an 11-point game. Ross Hess going to put up another three. That one's good as well. It's down to single digits, and another foul by Johnson. This time going to the free throw line will be Sam Mentis. And Johnson is going to foul out, I do believe. Checking in for the Indians, going to be number 12, Elliot Dalpiaz. Two free throws coming for Mentis now with 10.5 seconds left. First one's good. Trying to get it back to a 10-point game. Second one, off the back of the rim, no good. Can go back the other way. Ross Hess, a very long three. It's going to go out of bounds, and 4.2 seconds as they're going to clear the bench. And some subs going to come in for Lewiston. Number 24, Noah Beatty, excuse me. Number 40, Jaden Pelch. Number 22, Caden Shago. And also out there, I believe it's number 4, Easton Hape for the Indians. And that's how the game will end. They get in the game. And the Peoria Christian Chargers, with a 57-48 win, are going to go to the sectional final as they defeat Lewiston tonight here in the first of two semifinals. The second one will be between Southeastern and United tomorrow night here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. This postseason presentation brought to you by Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb and Augusta. Ron Elby Auto Sales offers vehicles at both locations. We'll tell you more about them tomorrow night. We'll take a break and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
Every day, we walk through these doors, not knowing what waits. It's not easy, but we do it every day because our mission is you. Providing you compassionate care and providing you the best possible patient experience. McDonough District Hospital.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
place, your backyard is right in our backyard. So when you need to feed your grass, remove the weeds, or wrangle those leaves, go to the best place that delivers on top brands like Ego, Toro, and Steel. No warehouse store can match the convenience of your locally owned neighborhood Ace. So stop on by. You can also order online for curbside pickup or get what you need delivered today. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their lawn care.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
And welcome back here to the IHSA Sectional Semifinal number 1. Coach Persinger up here from Peoria Christian. Coach, Lewiston came out at the start of this second half, and they really seemed like – I better turn your microphone up so people will be able to hear you. But they seemed like they really pushed the issue a little bit defensively. You guys struggled with that at the beginning of the third quarter. Once you kind of got that under control, you guys really dominated down the stretch.
Yeah, absolutely. They had a great game plan. They're very well coached, and they really executed their game plan, packed it in on us a little bit, and then once we got some stops, we were able to get in transition.
We were pretty impressed with Hunt's defensive ability. He didn't have blocks, but he didn't get fouls, and he altered a lot of shots.
Right, we've been working on that for 40 years, and he averages 3 blocks a game, but even when he's not getting blocks, he's altering shots and causing guys to miss. It's a stat that's not seen, but very well felt in the game.
Seemed like when things started going your way there in the fourth quarter especially, it was a whole team effort. But you had to know once you got to that 8-point range, free throws were going to be key. And I think you guys ended up shooting like 22 of them in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I didn't know that. We say all the time, pressure's a privilege. We work on it every practice. And we didn't hit as many as I wanted to right there. They kept me sweating a little bit. But our guys did just enough to get us to the next round.
Lewiston is always good. I don't know how often you guys see Lewiston. They're kind of more from our area, but they're really scrappy. Yeah. You probably knew that coming in from watching some tape. Is that something you're used to seeing from the teams you guys normally see over in the Peoria area?
Yeah, there's a lot of scrappy play out there. The thing that sets Lewiston a little bit different is they're so well disciplined and well coached. And we played them in the regular season, so we had a good idea what to expect. But, man, they brought a great effort tonight. Hats off to them.
One of the things that Coach and I talked about is both of these teams seemed like they had the ability to score. Sure. But in the first half, both of you were willing to take the air out of the basketball and make sure that you got good shots. Is that something you guys plan to do when you come in, or is that just kind of the way things work?
We didn't. The game plan just kind of went their way there early. We want to push the tempo, and we believe over the course of a game we can extend in the fourth quarter. That's our game plan. So it was what they did defensively that kind of confused us a little bit, to be honest.
Well, you can take a little bit of a breather now. You know that you've got an extra day. Sure, you'll be here tomorrow night to watch the United Southeastern contest. Everybody's talking about Southeastern. We've seen both of these teams in our broadcast this year. United's very much like Lewiston. I don't know if you've seen them. They're very scrappy. They look like a football team, but they play basketball very well. Small, not small, but shorter, really compact kids. They play really, really tough. And then you're going to have, obviously, Stevens in Southeastern. Sure. And Stevens is probably one of the best basketball players in the state in small school basketball.
Yeah, I'm glad we don't have to start game plan until tomorrow. I always tell our guys we'll take one night to enjoy it, and then we're back at it to prepare. Whoever we're faced against, we'll give it our best effort.
Well, Coach Sears is here, and we were talking late in the game as watching Hunt play. Is he a kid that's going to want to play basketball at the next level somewhere?
Yeah, he's already committed to Taylor University to play basketball and to pitch. He's got a mean fastball as well.
Well, he plays with a lot of finesse, so that's not a surprise that he's a pitcher. So, Coach, well, I'll tell you what, we'll let you get out of here. We greatly appreciate you coming up here and talking to us. We'd love to talk to you again Friday night, win or lose.
Okay.
We did have some people come on board, so if you talk to any of your parents or any of your fans, tell them we appreciate their support for
Absolutely.
This broadcast, and congratulations on a win. Good luck Friday night.
Thank you so much, sir.
Coach Persinger talking to us here on the post-game show, and Kelly Sears, you were probably hidden behind my rather large self, so I don't know if anybody really got to see you standing back there. But
that's okay.
Coach Persinger giving some praise to Lewiston for taking them out of what they wanted to do in the first half offensively.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And they were 17 of 24 in the fourth quarter from the line. And, the big thing is you look at this game, Peoria Christian, they did the things that they had to do in the fourth quarter. And what I mean by that is Lewiston got the jump on them there. They went up on them in the third quarter, and then Peoria Christian stayed very calm and worked themselves right back into the game. And, one of the things that you were talking about, a shot clock at the high school, I'm not a big fan of the shot clock.
I'm not either, but there are some proponents pushing for it now.
Without a doubt. And I think that we will see that shot clock, and that shot clock would have made a big difference in this ball game. And, when you come down through here, Hess would have liked the shot clock.
Right.
I mean, he can shoot that three and get back, and so you got arguments both ways. But kudos to Coach Hatfield. I thought he did a great job, had a great year. Anytime that you can win that regional championship and go to the next level, to the sectional, that's a great accomplishment. And we're looking right now at 1A basketball, and in my mind, even though I coached at the larger school, the bigger stuff, I'm a 1A guy. There's nothing better to me than 1A high school basketball, especially this time.
And the per capita fan support that comes in 1A basketball. And I'm not saying that they have the biggest crowds because they don't have the most people, but the percentage of people that comes to support them the farther they go down the road for the school or the rate is just way more exciting for them than it is for those 4 or 3 or 4A schools.
If you want to rob the bank in Bowen, you could probably do it tomorrow night.
We are not promoting that idea.
But you understand what I'm saying. There ain't going to be nobody there. Augusta and Bowen, 90% of the people are going to be right here.
Well, the Watering Hole is going to be playing the game on their big screens there in Augusta, so hopefully there's a few people. We want to thank the Watering Hole for coming on board to sponsor. And then Ramsey Financial will be on board tomorrow night. Barclay Bills came on board. Oberlander Electric, Mud Insurance Group. A lot of great sponsors coming on and helping with this. Of course, Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb and Augusta. That's a name that if you're from the area, even if you're a basketball player or you're a race fan, right? You know the LB name. So
or you want to get a good deal on a car.
That's exactly right. So why don't we go through some stats real quick because we haven't done that yet.
Okay, for Lewiston, Goforth had 2 points. Beekman ended up with 8. John Ross Hess ended up with 26 on the night. Tanner Johnson with 2. And Blaine Clary with 11 points. And, looking back to, as a coach, you take this one in, but then as a coach that loses, the first thought is how many guys am I going to have back? You're already thinking about next year, and Blaine Clary is going to be back.
Yeah, and John Ross Hess was a senior, but, man, he went out in a big way, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He had 4 threes in that fourth quarter. Persinger had 10 for Peoria Christian. Gavin Johnson had 7. Sam Midas had 1. Taylor Brock had 1. Ishawami had 6. Adam Pepper had 7. And Wes Hunt ended up with 23. And going down the stretch, he was 7 of 8 in the fourth quarter from the free throw line. That's big.
Playing at Taylor University, Coach Persinger told us during the post-game interview there. So you were right. Kind of player that you can see has got that athletic ability that a college wants, right?
Taylor University had a player go over there and play football. It's an NAIA school. I'm assuming it's still an NAIA school, and it's in Indiana. And I think he's that type of player that will do very well there.
Well, we're going to see another good one tomorrow night in Danny Stevens, and I think that people are going to be surprised by United. I think that everybody thinks Ramsey Fry and Danny Stevens and Southeastern is the pick tomorrow night, and you're probably right. But that United team is as scrappy and more athletic than Lewiston.
Yeah, and you made a good point They look like football players that play basketball, and those are the teams that scare you.
Yeah, because they don't ever back down.
You're exactly right. They're going to play good, hard defense, and they're going to do the things it takes to win.
And they're going to physical up Danny Stevens and say, you might be 6 inches taller than me, but you're going to have to work to get around me. You're going to have to work to get over me. You're going to have to work to get through me, whatever the case may be. And Danny Stevens, folks, if you're watching this still, we still got 70-some people watching. Danny Stevens is the real deal.
Yes, he is.
He's legit, folks. He's a junior. He's got D1 scholarship offers already, and he should have. He's a 6'6", 6'7" kid that can shoot the three, play point against the press, which if they win tomorrow night, Danny Stevens playing point against that 1-3-1 zone will be a huge benefit for Southeastern, being able to see over everybody to make some passes down the court, right?
Yeah, but Coach Persinger may make a switch up and put Wes Hunt on the point of that 1-3-1.
That's true.
And you know, those are the things.
And then you can't look past United either, because United has got the kind of team that can handle that 1-3-1 too, because they are just physical. They're not going to be pushed around. They're not going to lose their heads. They're going to just move methodically up the floor with the basketball. So, I think Peoria Christian is going to have a handful no matter which team wins tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. And you get down to this year, this time of year, and to me, State of Illinois, March Madness, there's nothing better, and it's coin toss. Going into a ball game, you really don't know who's going to win, because, somebody catches fire. Take John Ross Hess.
If that would have happened at the 2 minutes in instead of 2 minutes to go,
yes,
this game would have been different, right?
Oh, without a doubt. Or if he'd have hit that in the third quarter when they were up
by 4 or 5.
Yeah, it would have been a big difference. But hey, it's high school basketball, and like I've told you 1,000 times before, they're 16, 17-year-old kids.
Yeah, when you make more free throws than the other team shoots, we've said it 100 times, you're going to win most of those games, and that happened tonight.
Free throws and rebounds win ball games.
That they do. So, well, you have been watching Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb and Augusta coverage of the IHSA Class 1A sectional semifinal number 1, live from Abingdon-Avon High School here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll be back tomorrow night. We'll try to start at 6:20 tomorrow, or 6:40 tomorrow night, because they actually started 5 minutes earlier than we anticipated, so that they could start tip-off at 7 rather than start everything else at 7. So we'll start a little bit earlier tomorrow night, but we'll be here on TSSR Game Time Live. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Water and Hole will have the game if you're from Southeastern and Augusta area. Watch it with them tomorrow night if you don't want to watch it alone at home. Of course, we'd love to have you here, but, man, this place was packed tonight.
It was. Great crowd, great high school basketball environment, and looking forward to tomorrow night.
And with Monmouth United being a school next door, you would think that they're probably going to have a good crowd tomorrow.
Oh, without a doubt. It's going to be a short trip for them. And, what's it going to be? About an hour for
hour and 15 probably. Yeah. So not a bad trip for Southeastern as well. So for Miles Hewlett, who's on the camera, for Kelly Sears alongside, I'm Dwayne Hewlett. Thanks for joining us here on Ron Elby Auto Sales coverage of IHSA Class 1A sectional semifinal action. We'll see you tomorrow night here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Tip-off 7 o'clock, pregame show around 6:40 p.m. Thanks for joining us. See you tomorrow night.